The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. On play action, they'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Fresh set of downs here. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Davon Coleman in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Down here at the 28. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And to give this time to the tailback. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And this defense is on the field right now and just looking to keep the momentum, the mojo going from a week ago.
Partner, this defense is full of confidence. They feel great about themselves, and they don't think anyone can move the ball on them now.
3rd down now following the run. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now out come the Steelers. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved.
False start, offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the ball is knocked out. It's going the other way. Back out comes the offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And this is caught by Hayward Bay, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Let's go. Blue landing.
Wide open receiver complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Steelers defense getting ready here for this next possession. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you left. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Let's go. Blue landing.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hayward Bay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this 1st half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Steelers now late in the first quarter. The quick pass and completion is made, and he'll be tackled at the 36-yard line. A fumble later on the drive would lead to a turnover. Down so late in the first half, defense will win the battle and get the sack. This ends up as a loss of 7. Still late stages of the second. Slay's going to take down the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it from Orlando. Let's get you back on over to San Diego as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. And to give this time to the tailback. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Now comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
All right, here we go.
On it, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. Then you got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think the defense has to feel really good about what's going on here. They've hit him, harassed him, sacked him a bunch of times, and now he's starting to get a little jittery in the pocket. Feet are starting to move around a little bit. Sometimes they start to feel ghosts. People aren't even there.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. "47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
They're going to look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Too much here. He's going down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go. 3, 19.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go here on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the offense lining up first and 10. For it here, and this will be caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. first down. He'll drop to throw it. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. And some room to roam now. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And some space here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's back to throw. Shrugs him off. He's still fighting forward. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So now it's 4th and goal. 1 play for the win. Other than that, not a very exciting finish.
Just a walk in the park,
Yeah,
partner.
ho-hum.
Yeah, ho-hum. I know one thing, though. I'm making someone beat me other than their top receiver.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Now, check. Green.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.